This video today is all about different sources of where my income comes from. My name's Laurie Van Janssen and I'm a lingerie design consultant. I've been seeing videos recently, people showing, usually content creators, where their money comes from, and I love to know this. I'm the sort of person who drives past that house that's lonely in the countryside, wonder who lives there, what do they do, where they go to work, etc. So if you are a freelance lingerie designer and are thinking about setting up your business, this might help you. So I help people who are starting up their own lingerie brand, and they also help freelance designers start up their work, whether that be a side hustle or whether that be them wanting to freelance permanently. So I have 5 sources of income. I have working with clients, I have my website, I have books that sell from Amazon, I also have stockists, and I also have Etsy. So client wise, if you have an idea that you want to make some amazing lingerie, I take your idea and I would do, say, the tech drawings, the spec sheets, the tech packs. So that's all the client side. So that is work I physically do when you ask me to do it. I also have the website. The website sells books, it will sell courses, there's design sheets, there's the physical books and the ebooks, and the design sheets would all be digital, and that could be like an automatic spec sheet, automatic cost sheet. These are products which took the initial amount of work. Amazon, that would be them just selling my books. This is quite low. This is, but then I don't have to do anything for that. That just all ticks along in the background. I don't do anything. Someone buys it, they fulfill it, gets sent out. The stockists are, I stock in America and I stock in Sweden and Australia, because postal costs are so high that I choose one really good stockist and they would stock the books. This is low because I am selling wholesale, and yeah, I'd have to sell a shed loads because I'm selling at a wholesale price. Etsy as well, this is also a low figure, but this is used not mainly for the sales, but then it's people seeing me on Etsy and then coming through to my website. So these figures are from 2022. There's major changes in the years when I've had a baby. For example, the following year my client level has been, and it's been mainly website which I've got my sales from. 2020 in lockdown, that again has skewed the figures. If you started a brand or a service or something or a business in 2020 and you did amazingly, and come 21, 22, 23 and it's sort of gone down rather than up, don't worry, because I know lots of people in the same position. My sales in 2020 went up compared to 2019, and then they dipped down a bit again in 21 and now back up again. And I think that was because lots of people were at home, it was more acceptable. I had lots of video calls and it was perfectly fine to have kids running about both sides, so it was more accessible to speak to people more of the time. In 2022 my clients took 58% of my income, and that usually ranges in previous years between 40 and 60. My sales on my website were 32%, and again, if I've launched a new product that year, that will go up, and it usually ranges between 30 and 50%. Amazon stands at a 5%, stockists stand at 3% this year, and Etsy stands at 2%. Amazon usually ranges between 5 and 10%, and that again reflects if I've brought out a new book for that year. Stockists usually go from 1 to 3%, depending on whether I have introduced a new stockist or whether they're just restocking the books. And Etsy again is between 1 to 3%, depending if I brought out new products in that year. And that's it. That's where all my 5 sources of income come from, the 2 main ones being the website and the client, and they kind of echo off each other. People sometimes start with buying a book or buying a course or buying a one-to-one, and then progress wanting me to help them get their idea through to manufacturing. If you do want more information or would like to know more about lingerie design, then you can find more at vanjonssendesign.com.